Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Academy. Have you ever noticed the moon? It looks different every night. Sometimes it's a bright circle, other times it's a sliver. The moon loves to play dress up. It changes its look all month long. It's like a magical costume party in the sky.
We call these changing shapes phases. The moon has so many phases. Can we learn them all?
Let's find out. Did you know that the moon is like a giant rock? It's Earth's friend in space.
The moon can't make its own light, though. It's a bit shy.
But the sun is a shining star. The sun gives the moon its beautiful glow.
When the sun shines on the moon, we see the moon shining back at us. The moon goes around and around the Earth in a continuous loop. It's like a fun dance they do together in the vast space.
As the moon dances, we see different parts of its face lit up by the sun's light.
Sometimes the sun hides behind the moon completely. Sometimes the sun peeks out from the side, creating a beautiful sight.
That's what makes the moon's shape seem to change over time. Let's go on a moon adventure. The moon changes shape as it orbits the Earth, from a tiny sliver to a big bright circle and back again. Each phase has its own special look, and together they make a magical moon dance in the night sky. Ready to meet them all? Let's go!
New moon time. Where did the moon go? It's hiding, playing a little game of hide and seek. Right now the sun is shining on the side we can't see, so the moon looks invisible in the sky. But don't worry, it's getting ready for a bright comeback. Look, a tiny slice of moon. It's the waxing crescent. The moon is starting to show itself again, just a little curved glow on the side, like a smile in the sky. Each night it grows bigger and brighter. The moon is on the move. Now the moon is halfway there. This is the first quarter. We can see half of the moon shining bright. It's like the moon is saying, "I'm just getting started." Each night, it keeps growing as it heads toward something big. Waxing gibbous. Almost a full moon. The moon is getting bigger and rounder each night, like a glowing balloon in the sky. Gibbous means it's bulging out. We're getting closer to the big full moon moment. Full moon. The moon is a perfect circle. It's so bright and beautiful. It's time to howl like a wolf. The full moon occurs when the Earth is directly between the sun and the moon, allowing the entire face of the moon to be illuminated. This phase is often associated with myths, legends, and celebrations. The full moon rises at sunset and sets at sunrise, shining brightly throughout the night. It's a time of completion and fulfillment. Waning gibbous. The full moon is shrinking. It's still very bright, but a bit smaller now. This phase occurs after the full moon, as the moon begins to wane or decrease in size. The waning gibbous moon rises after sunset and sets after sunrise, making it visible in the late night and early morning sky. It's a time of reflection and gratitude, as we appreciate the beauty of the moon's light before it fades away. Third quarter. Half the moon is shining again, but on the other side. Can you see the other half circle now? This phase is also known as the last quarter moon, and it occurs about 3 weeks after the new moon. The third quarter moon rises around midnight and sets around noon, making it visible in the late night and morning sky. It's a time of balance and transition as the moon prepares to complete its cycle. Waning crescent. A tiny sliver is left. The moon is almost gone again. It looks like a banana going the other way. This phase occurs just before the new moon, as the moon continues to wane. The waning crescent moon rises just before dawn and sets in the afternoon, making it visible in the early morning sky. It's a time of introspection and release, as we prepare for the new cycle to begin. The moon's journey is a beautiful reminder of the cycles of nature and the passage of time.
Did you know the moon's dance helps us? The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, has been a guiding light for humanity for millennia. Its gentle glow and rhythmic phases have influenced countless aspects of life on Earth.
The moon's gravity pulls on the oceans, making the tides go up and down. This gravitational dance between the Earth and the moon creates the rhythmic rise and fall of ocean tides, which are crucial for marine life and coastal ecosystems. High tide, low tide, it's all thanks to the moon. These tides not only shape our coastlines but also influence human activities, from fishing to shipping. The predictable nature of tides has allowed civilizations to thrive along the shores.
Farmers used to plant their crops by the moon's phases. They believed that the moon's light and gravitational pull could affect the growth of their plants. This practice, known as lunar agriculture, was based on the idea that different phases of the moon were better for planting, growing, and harvesting. They knew when to plant and harvest by looking at the night sky. Clever farmers. By observing the moon, they could determine the best times to sow seeds and reap crops, ensuring bountiful harvests. This ancient wisdom has been passed down through generations and is still used by some farmers today.
And long ago, people used the moon to tell time. They made calendars based on the moon's cycles. These lunar calendars were essential for tracking the passage of time, planning agricultural activities, and organizing festivals and rituals. The moon's consistent cycle provided a reliable way to mark the months and seasons, helping ancient societies to thrive and grow.
The moon is full of amazing facts. Did you know that it's the 5th largest moon in our solar system? It's also the only place beyond Earth where humans have set foot. The moon has been a source of wonder and inspiration for centuries, influencing art, literature, and even our calendars.
The moon's surface is covered in craters. These craters were formed by the impact of meteoroids, asteroids, and comets over billions of years. Some of these craters are so large that they can be seen from Earth with the naked eye. Those are marks from asteroids that crashed into it long ago. Ouch! These impacts have shaped the moon's landscape, creating a rugged and fascinating terrain. Scientists study these craters to learn more about the history of our solar system. 12 very brave astronauts walked on the moon. These missions, known as the Apollo missions, took place between 1969 and 1972. The first person to walk on the moon was Neil Armstrong, followed by Buzz Aldrin. Their achievements marked a significant milestone in human history. They wore special suits and bounced around in the low gravity. The moon's gravity is only about 1/6 of Earth's, which means that astronauts could jump much higher and carry heavy equipment with ease. This low-gravity environment made their movements look almost like slow-motion ballet. Imagine bouncing on the moon. It must have been an incredible experience, feeling almost weightless and seeing the Earth rise above the lunar horizon. The moon's surface is covered in a fine, powdery dust called regolith, which added to the surreal experience of walking on another world. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth. This phenomenon is caused by tidal forces between the Earth and the moon. As the moon's gravity pulls on our oceans, it creates tides, and this interaction gradually pushes the moon away from us. Don't worry, it's only moving a little bit each year. In fact, the moon drifts away from Earth at a rate of about 1.5 inches per year. While this might not seem like much, over millions of years, it can have significant effects on our planet's rotation and tides. The moon continues to be a source of fascination and mystery, reminding us of the vastness and wonder of our universe.
The moon is a fascinating friend in the sky. Keep looking up and see if you can spot all its different faces.